It's Monday, I'm Darren, this is 7 Awesome Lesbians. I apologize in advance if there's some words I say that you don't understand what I said, or if I like slur a word or two. I got my wisdom teeth out on Friday and it's still not completely healed, so speech isn't always clear, so I apologize. This week's topic was really interesting. I had to go look up what Megan was talking about, because I've been living under a rock apparently, but there's this family in Toronto that's raising their third child as genderless. They're not releasing whether the child has what the child's sex is, and so they're just raising it genderless. The kid is like 4 months old, like not even anything. But yeah, so the topic is, what do you think about that? The first part of the topic. I think that okay, it kind of depends where the family is going with that. If they're trying to force a third gender on the kid, like, that's no better than forcing male or female on a kid. But what I think the family's probably doing is just letting the kid grow up without a gender until the kid figures out what gender they are. You know, until they can say, oh, I want male pronouns, or I want female pronouns, or I don't want pronouns, you know. Until the kid can say that, they're just letting it do whatever it wants. Which is awesomeness. I think they're only going to be able to get away with that until the kids start school, because this society is extremely gendered. I really wish it wasn't, but it is an extremely gendered society. Even the gender-neutral bathrooms have, like, a male and a female figure on it. Like, they're not even real gender-neutral bathrooms, if you think about it. So, once the kid gets in school, it's going to be extremely difficult if the kid is going by a third gender. But by the time the kid does start school, I'm pretty sure they'd have figured out what gender they are. You know, you don't have to be very old to figure it out. So I think that's great if the family's letting them do whatever they want until they can have a say on what they identify as. So the question is, do you keep up with LGBTQ news, and do you think it's important to keep up with it? I don't anymore. I used to. When I was the president of my school's GSA, I checked like 4 or 5 news sites every Thursday. I just went through the news in the week. I don't anymore because I'm not the president of anything anymore. But the only thing I check now is AfterEllen.com, which is a lesbian media site, and occasionally After Elton, which is the gay male equivalent to After Ellen. They're really interesting sites, and there are a lot of interesting stuff on there, and most of the shows I watch are followed on there because they have gay characters in them. And so, yeah, that's the extent, really. And anything that's big enough to make it onto the actual news or in the newspaper. I don't think it's important, like, to follow it. Like, it's not massively important. It's just the same as if you watched the news or read a newspaper. Like, real world. Like, it's not important. I think it's good to be informed on what's going on, but it's not, like, massively important. Like, peace, love. Hope you guys having an awesome time. Awesome summer. The summer weather has finally hit California. It was at like 90 yesterday, and it's definitely getting there. It's noon, so the peak of the day is like a few hours away, but it's still like really hot. There's less than a week until the Women's World Cup. I realized something when I was looking at my little spreadsheet the other day. Match 1, what's labeled as Match 1, is at 9 a.m., but Match 2 is at 6 a.m. on the same day. I feel like that makes no sense whatsoever. If Match 2 is played before Match 1, it should be Match 1, right?